So one of the things you have to consider is the speed at which innovation is changing in the industry right now. And some of you may be familiar with the technology adoption curve that's famously attributed to Everett Rogers. And if you're not, it's a sociological model that describes the adoptance or the acceptance of new innovative technologies in defined adopter groups, and it takes on a normal distribution shape. Very few innovators. There's actually evidence to suggest, written in a journal article, that shows that this is seeing a positive skew, shifting more people into the innovator category. And if you think about this, the role of the Chief Innovation Officer, or CINO, is one that didn't even exist 20 years ago. And yet, according to Forbes, 30% of Fortune 500 companies have one in place. And if you were to go to LinkedIn today and look it up, there are roughly 18,000 Chief Innovation Officers in the world right now with that exact title. I did this last year. That's 3,000 more than last year. And if you were just to type the word innovation, there's over 280,000 people right now with innovation in their title, which is 20,000 more than last year. So companies not only need to innovate more, but faster than they ever have before. If you look at Industry 3.0, the motto for Industry 3.0 was, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That worked when people were focusing on efficiency and stability. But in Industry 4.0, we're focusing on agility and innovation. And that motto doesn't work anymore. Things are changing too fast that now failure to react quickly can be catastrophic for companies. Look at ChatGPT, came out November 30th in 2022. How many companies had to completely rechange their entire business strategy as a result of one product being introduced? Think about that. And now stuff is coming out even faster. So I almost like the motto now, if it ain't broke, digitize it anyways. Because that's more appropriate in the way that you should be thinking right now. We need to really be allowing for space for experimentation for our employees. That is a big mindset and cultural shift. Google famously has their 20% rule, which allow their employees 20% of time to invest in innovative ideas and experimentation on stuff that's not directly related to their job. Imagine if you unleash that to your workforces and what people can come up with. Everyone can be innovative. And just because it's not new to the world, which would be an invention, it can still be innovative, either to your industry, to your company, to your department, or even just to you. And don't dismiss that just because it's innovative to you doesn't mean you shouldn't explore it. The next thing you need to do, like I mentioned earlier, is democratize your data, but you also need to train your people on how to take advantage of that data. Not just the executives, but the frontline workers. You need to teach them how to take advantage of this data to make better decisions and to experiment with that data and make decisions based off of it. And the last thing you need to do is you need to change how you reward your people. Once again, if you reward them on stability and efficiency, innovation is not going to be top of mind. If you reward them on innovative idea submissions, that will completely change the way that your culture of your company works.